Hi, my name is Brian. I'm the pastor at Crosspoint Church in Yorba Linda. And I'm so excited that you're watching this video today because you're inquiring about baptism. And I want to give you 2 reasons why it's important to be baptized. Number 1, Jesus was baptized. The Bible tells us in Mark chapter 1 and verse 9 that Jesus was baptized by John in the river. The second reason is because Jesus commands us to. Matthew 28 says that we should go into all the world, preach the gospel, and to baptize them as well. Baptism is the symbol. It's a symbol of the death, burial, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Now, Romans chapter 6 tells us as well that this is also a symbol for you and for your new life. It's the death of your past, the burial of your old life, and the resurrection of a new life in Jesus Christ. 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, if any man be in Christ, he's a new creation. The old is gone, the new is here. Now, at our church, according to the Bible, we believe that baptism takes place through immersion. That means water baptism, where you go completely under the water. You take the full plunge. Possibly you or someone you know was baptized through sprinkling or dipping or pouring. And the reason why we baptize is because that's the way Jesus was baptized. Matthew chapter 3 and verse 16 says Jesus came up out of the water. Everyone in the Bible was baptized by immersion. If you'll follow the scriptures, they'll say that people went into the water or they were coming up out of the water. Many of you may have been baptized as babies. And I want to let you know that that was a decision that your parents were making first. It was a decision that your parents made to dedicate you, to make sure that you were doing the right thing, but you didn't actually make that decision. That was something that your parents were doing. That's not a bad thing. As a matter of fact, I honor your parents and respect your parents for wanting to see you follow Christ. But did you know that the practice of babies being baptized didn't begin until 300 years after the Bible? Nowhere in the Bible will you find infants being baptized. What you will find is babies being dedicated back to the Lord. You know, Jesus was brought by his parents, Mary and Joseph, to the temple to be dedicated. Baptism is a public profession of faith. And so understand, as a baby, you can't really make a public profession of your faith. However, you can do that after you've accepted Jesus Christ into your heart. And that's exactly when you should get baptized. Now, baptism doesn't get you to heaven. As a matter of fact, baptism is just a symbol. It's a symbol. It's like my wedding ring. If I were to take my wedding ring off, am I still married? Of course I am, because I said I do to my wife, Shannon. But what this ring is it's a symbol, and it tells all those other ladies, hey, you stay away from me because I'm happily in love with my wife. And baptism is the same symbol. It's a symbol of saying, I'm happy to follow Jesus Christ. It doesn't get you to heaven, but it's the next step. It's a statement of your faith. You're putting on the God jersey. Acts chapter 2 says that once you're saved, then to take this next step of getting baptized. And I would encourage you to do it as soon as possible. If you wait until you're perfect or you're good enough, Satan will make sure that you never feel like that. You'll never feel good enough to get baptized. If you would like to take this next step, I want to encourage you to contact us here at the church, and we'd love to get you involved to take this next step of following Jesus Christ through believers' baptism.